Well, we've been going headlong into Andi's journal, into photo organizing these past few weeks. She's back this Monday morning with a few tricks on how to actually get those pictures in perfect order.
Now we've arrived at the step of organizing our printed photos where we're actually going to start the organizing process. We're going to look through some of these loose photos and we're going to start putting them in some sort of order. How you decide to organize your photos is completely up to you. A lot of people do it chronologically, by year or maybe a decade. Other people do it by themes, all their Christmas pictures together, all their vacation pictures together. And then there's a lot of people that mix the two and have a hybrid system. So whatever you decide to do is up to you. But in this case, we're going to talk about doing some chronological organizing. One of the first things to do is to actually just reduce your volume. If you have a lot of pictures that were printed in the 80s and early 90s and you got them back from the photo developer, you probably got duplicates and maybe even triplicates, because you know you were going to give those pictures to somebody but you never did. If you can get rid of your duplicates, I would say in most photo collections that I look at, I can get rid of at least a quarter of the volume. And if you can get rid of the duplicates, the bad and blurry pictures, you can make a huge difference in what you have to organize, because there's no need to organize all that extra fluff. So one of the easiest ways I find to organize my printed photos is to do it a gross sort to begin with. So maybe we want to go by decades. And these are some loose pictures. So these are old heritage photos from my family. We're going to put those in one pile. And then pictures from the 90s will go there. There, let's see, that's a picture from the 80s. This is, let's see, this is probably a picture from the 80s, and these are from the 70s. So see, we're just going to kind of separate out the loose pictures and see what's what and what we have. And then we can go back later and put them in a more specific order, like we have in this box, where we've gone through and now we've taken all of the 80s pictures and the early 90s pictures and we've separated them. And so now we're starting to see that organizational system come into play. It may seem overwhelming, it may take you a long time. That's why I always suggest having a big space that you can sort of spread out and leave your mess while you're going through the process. But just be like that little blue fish and just keep swimming, and eventually you will get to the end and you'll have a nice system in place. And next time we're going to talk about what to do with your photos once you have them organized. So thank you for continuing this journey with me, and I'll see you next time.
If you have any suggestions on what Andi should feature in upcoming installments of Good Life Organizing, you can send her an email at andi@goodlifeorganizing.net. You can also visit Andi's website for more organizing tips and tricks, and that's at goodlifeorganizing.net.